All right. Here we are with the Arsenal Firearms Strike 1 pistol. This thing is new to the U.S. market. I'm just going to start off just covering what comes in the box. Just to let everybody out there know, this firearm has been safety checked. I know a lot of people are pretty fanatical when they talk about making sure to safety check these firearms. And just to show you, the chamber is clear on this. It has been safety checked. And I do understand why people are like that. There are two of the loudest sounds you'll ever hear in your entire life, and that is a gun that goes click when you want to hear bang, and a gun that goes bang when you want to hear click. All right, so let's all be safe out there. Let's just go over what comes in the box. Like I said, here's the Arsenal Firearms Strike 1. I'll just say off the bat, this is an outstanding pistol. We'll go ahead and we'll cover that here in a second. But we got the Arsenal Strike 1 pistol itself. Comes with two 17-round mags plus one. That's 18 rounds, a 9mm. How can you go wrong with this thing? We also got a lovely little cleaning kit that Arsenal Firearms has included. It's got mops, it's got brushes, it's got everything in here that you basically need in a standard field cleaning kit. Pretty sweet that they include that. Also, they have included some oil, and I'll talk a little bit about why the oil is included. Here we have some paperwork and stuff that comes with the Strike 1 pistol. I think that this is pretty awesome. You know, when you buy one of their firearms and you register with them, either by mailing this thing in or doing it online, they send you a free Arsenal Firearms t-shirt, which I think is pretty sweet. Also, this really blew me away. This is basically it's a firearm protection program, and this basically, if you call their number and you sign up for this introductory offer with the sale of this Strike 1 pistol, it looks like it's $79 for the membership rate, and you are covered if you ever have to use this firearm to protect you or your family's life. And I think that is awesome. I've never heard of a such thing, but it is great that, you know, there is a company out there that is providing this to people. And it basically says it will cover all your court fees. I mean, don't quote me here, but you could probably see it's ifcprotect.com where you can check this out. I thought that was pretty cool. This is my first tabletop review, so bear with me if I veer off topic here or if I screw anything up. This is my first time doing this, but I had a request from my buddy out in Texas, Bernie. Want to give Bernie a shout out. He's one of my shooting buddies. He just moved out of Arizona to Texas, and he was not able to be here to get his hands on this bad boy. So getting back to the topic at hand, there is a break-in period for this pistol. As you can see here, Strike 1 break-in procedures. The break-in period for Strike 1 is 500 rounds. It says to use full metal jacket ammunition during break-in period. Your Strike 1 has been properly oiled from the factory for the first 100 rounds. After each 100 rounds, remove slide, place 1 drop of enclosed arc oil, which is what this oil is right here, on each side of the locking block, and then place 1 drop on each rail and spread it along its entire length. And then after 500 rounds, you're going to completely field strip this bad boy, clean and lubricate. That's just, I think that everyone should know that. Any which way, I took this pistol out today, and I ran 100 rounds through this bad boy as per their break-in procedure. And this thing, when you receive these with some guns, you have the assumption that you may have malfunctions, and that was just not the case with this thing. This thing, like I said, it ran like a sewing machine, like a top. I mean, absolutely outstanding gun. Arsenal Firearms definitely knew what they were doing when they created this pistol. You know, this is a revolutionary design. They started from the ground up, built this, you know, they say it's a Browning type design that they incorporated in this pistol. And, if you could just hold this thing in your hand and see the build quality, it is absolutely amazing. There is not enough good things I could say about this thing. If you could just feel that trigger. I mean, this is absolutely one of the smoothest factory triggers that I've ever felt, hands down. I mean, I've had pistols that have had, you know, you pay a gunsmith to do, you know, $100 and some odd buck trigger job on your gun, and it will still not be that smooth. I mean, they knew what they were doing when they designed this pistol. It's supposed to have the lowest recoil. It's supposed to have the lowest muzzle flip, just in comparison to like a Glock 17, which, by an experienced shooter has a 17-degree of angle muzzle flip. This thing has a 10-degree muzzle flip. And for the people in the shooting world who knows what that means, quicker follow-up shots. I mean, this thing, it's just outstanding. Another thing that is also included in this whole package, which I thought was really cool, is they included an ambidextrous mag release, which is like, how cool is that for you left-handed shooters out there in the world? You know, the 10% of you or whatever it is of the population that's left-handed, they've included something for you to take care of you. So I thought that was pretty sweet. Just getting back on the topic of build quality on this thing. I mean, outstanding. I mean, there is a lot of combat, what you would say is a combat handgun out there, and you got guns like an F&N Tactical. I know that that's a 45, and for all you guys out there who love 45, I don't know this for sure, but maybe at some point Arsenal Firearms will be introducing a 45. As of right now, as far as I know, the 9mm have just barely hit the U.S. market, and this is early November, or I should say mid-November right now, as I'm shooting this, of 2014. And the 9mm, like I said, is the first one to hit the market, soon to be followed by 40 Smith & Wesson, and I believe after early 2015, they will introduce 357 SIG to the market, which is freaking, I mean, it's outstanding. I mean, any way you look at it, these guns, the stuff that they're coming up with nowadays is just, you know, like I said, going back to, you know, combat pistols, this pistol was developed for Russian special forces and guys like IDF. And, you can tell. I mean, I paid all about, you know, $904 more or less shipped to the door for this thing, and it is worth every penny. The build quality is outstanding. It runs like a top. Ultra smooth trigger, great weight. I mean, this thing feels like a 1911 on steroids in your hand. And I'm not one of those guys who I have a big hand and stuff. My hand is on the smaller to medium size, and this thing just, it fits like a glove. It feels ultra nice in the hand. For the $900, you cannot beat a pistol like this. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Blake over at Sooner State Arsenal. He's the one who I dealt with for about a year now. I was on the waiting list. I put down a $500 deposit, and then my additional money was put down to secure this pistol. And I am so glad I did. I wish I could, put 2 or 3 more in the safe, but to a person like me, $900 is a pretty penny. And like I said, this thing is worth the money. If you can afford it, go out and get you one of these bad boys. You can contact Blake. I'm sure he probably still has some of these. Last I checked on Gunbroker, I think that there was like 24 of these things. Or you don't even have to go through Gunbroker. As far as I know, you could just check him out at Sooner State Arsenal. I'm sure you can get a hold of their number, their information, get them pulled up, and check this thing out. I'll do a real quick breakdown on this. It has a captured pin, so you're gonna let's dump the mag here. And yes, that is a magazine. It is not a clip. I just had to say that, for those guys out there who call magazines clips. It is a captured pin. that is pushed out here. And let me go ahead and pull this pin out here, pull this thing apart, and you'll see that, I mean, this thing is just, I mean, they put time and effort into developing this pistol from the ground up. Like I said, this was made for special forces guys, and if you want to be the guy on the block who's the first one to have these, I mean, get online now. I mean, I don't work for Sooner State by a long shot. I'm out here in Arizona. I'm going to be starting my own FFL after the new year. Look out for me. The name of the company is Under God Arms, and yes, that was a plug, but it's my YouTube channel, and I get away with doing that. So, like I said, the build quality on this thing is just outstanding. I mean, these almost full-length rails here. I mean, this thing, I should have taken some video, but it just wasn't feasible today of me shooting it out in the desert. Yeah, we had a few people that showed up unannounced to our little shooting spot out at Table Mesa. For those people out here in Arizona, I'm sure you know the spot. All right, guys, sorry about that. My video camera decided it was going to cut me off. Apparently, my SD card was full, and I had no clue that that was the case. So I was saying that yesterday, it just was not feasible. Sorry, Bernie. I know you wanted to see some shooting video of this bad boy, but it wasn't feasible. Some people showed up, and we were more concerned about gun safety and whatnot. When you're out in the desert, that's, it's of the utmost importance to practice, good gun safety. I mean, regardless of where you're at, not just saying the desert, but it's important to practice good gun safety. Always have your muzzle pointed in a safe direction. You guys all know this stuff. Anyways, like I was saying, Arsenal Firearms, outstanding pistol. Strike one. Go out and get one of your own. Be the cool kid on the block. Be like that guy not to quote a macaroni and cheese commercial, but this, I mean, man, once again, like I'm going to say, outstanding. There's other awesome videos. This was debuted at the 2014 SHOT Show. There's some videos of Arsenal Firearms. I'm gonna try to include some of these links and stuff, down below or whatnot. But I'm sure you guys can find, there's a few videos, like I said, of this pistol, and you will see what kind of outstanding pistol this thing is. Go out, get one of your own. This is Mr. Under God Arms.